In this video, we will pass a list to a Python function. So let's start with the list that we already have, a SPC list, which is having 100 random numbers between 15 and 600. So this is the list. Now we will pass this list first to a function as a parameter. The list will be passed as a parameter. So we should have a function written first. So we are writing a user defined function. So we have given the name my function 01 and we'll put a simple parameter which will take the list. Now after this we will do something, isn't it? So we can do a very simple task. We'll just print a. So let's see whether it works or not. So this is the function my function 01, which is having a parameter a, which is printing the parameter a. So how to call this function? We'll simply write my function 01 and we will use the list SPC list. So we are calling the function with the help of the list, which is used as a parameter, and it is supposed to print the list. So you can see that it is printing the list. Now if you want to print only the odd numbers or the even numbers, that is also possible. So suppose first let us try to print only the odd numbers that are there in the list. So for that we'll have to modify this a little bit. So instead of directly printing a, we will give a condition that will determine that it is a odd number. So since the list is passed to the parameter a, so the a we will have to transverse the list. So we will use the range function for I in a. Now we are actually traveling through the list starting from 560, 339, 403, 29, 307. Now see, for the first five numbers, only 560 is even number and the rest four are odd numbers. So it should display all these four odd numbers and subsequent odd numbers also. We are writing the program in such a way. So for I in a, so we'll give a condition if I modulus 2 is not equals to 0, then only we will, instead of now printing a, we should print I, because we are traversing the list a and we are using I for I in a. Now if I want it to be displayed in a single line, we should use the nd equals to, let us give a space a little bit and let us check this thing. Now we will have to call this function again. So we have written the function and I will call the function again. This time we will be using the same thing. So we can see that it is printing only the odd numbers.